Welcome back, everybody, to this adorable dating sim. And something I noticed when I booted the game, we have a new friend. We have Mr. Owlman back here. Where, if you remember from the last time we left off, is Ioli's little friend who we were just introduced to. So let's just load up the game. I don't know what's going on with my mouse, by the way. It's so jittery. Let's keep going. Okay. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Olia refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to make of my sister's words. What to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. There are a couple of days left before the beginning of the new term. My imagination drew long, twisted hallways that led to classrooms full of kids. But all the students behind their desks were simply dark figures cut out using a template. Like for cosplay. Circular holes gaping in the middle of their faces and pairs of eyes blinking is I just heard something behind me. Okay, that's the game. I'm sorry. Y'all heard that creak? Yeah, I think that's the game. That's the door. Okay. Um sorry about that. Where was I? I hate that sound. I hate it so much. Oh god, it's the worst. And pairs of eyes blinking inside those holes. It was as if some completely different creature were looking at me from behind the flat black silhouettes. Their cruel glares, filled with icy stares, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me, beat me down, stomp me with their bloody shoes? Holy shit, kid! The damn school can burn for all I care. Hell yeah, anarchy. I just wish for something to happen. I just wish for anything to happen to it. Doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see people who were just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, think of a new offensive name for me, worse than the previous ones. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider or some sort of monster. I kind of felt that way too. Um, I've been wearing glasses all my life, and and back when I was a kid, I wore what they call Coke bottle glasses because they were just really big, and at that time it was like the mid 90s. Wearing glasses, she was like a huge nerd, and I wore like really big lenses, and it sucked. Not like now, like today, where wearing the bigger the lenses, the better, basically nowadays. But back in that time, in the mid 90s, early 2000s, um, wearing big lens glasses made you like super nerdy, and people made fun of you for that. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the wall. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Olia begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. A small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagine Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You got the wrong number. Stop fucking calling me." Or, "Anton's not around." Liar. Anton is not around. I imagine my future classmates lying in their beds, just like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all. But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? Boy, I like glasses, man. They look good. I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. The house creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzing with the neighbors' drills, mumbles with the TV set from behind the wall, cried like a baby from the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. I hate the creaking. I hate the creaking. I hate the creaking. It's so distracting. I hate it. It's freaking me out. Okay. It was silent and easygoing during the day. The shadows lay dormant in the corners of the closet, cobwebs and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Dude, close the fucking door so I can stop all that goddamn creaking. God damn it. Something was watching me from every corner, almost as if the old photos of my deceased family with their ashen eyes were hanging on the walls in place of my drawings. The floor was squeaky, rusty drains were moaning, the attic was quiet by noisy drafts. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. And then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. I'm sorry, I'm hearing something in my headphones, like creaking, like clacking, not the door, something different. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, of the creaking old house, and my thoughts too. There it goes again. I stood up and rustled to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that the music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. It's not like someone is playing it here amongst a cold, snowy night, right? Ah, it's bright for nighttime. Holy fuck. Oh, they're dancing. This one is seriously rocking out. He's hearing some metal music. He's not hearing what these little frolicky guys here are playing. He's basically headbanging. Okay. Someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make out with the dark forest as their backdrop. They jumped around, basking in moonlight, bumping into piles of snow, rolling around and crawling on all fours. Stories about werewolves playing under the moon came to mind, but those were clearly not wolves. Are you sure? They look kind of wolf-like. Wait, that's a fucking bird, and that's a bear. So like the one who saw, yeah, that's a bird. This guy, yeah, okay. They stood upright at times, circling around, holding hands and whipping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment, then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, made me anxious at the same time. Oh shit. Suddenly, the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place, and I could swear, pierced and I could swear, pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. No! God damn it. I hated that sound and the animation of that guy running towards me. it glanced on, it glided on squeaky snow without leaving any footprints until it was devoured by the pitch black shadows of my house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like a bird inside a cage. Oh, don't! Oh, don't! Oh, I hate it! I hate it! I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back towards the bed. They saw me. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of the perfectly dark room and listened to some unweighted guests moved and scraping around looking for an entrance. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. This is really starting to bother me and freak me out. It's mainly the sounds that I don't like. The sounds moved to the right, then circled around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. I jumped into the bed, covering myself with the blanket as if it could protect me. Okay. I'm sorry. Anyway, the shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remember the funeral. My grandmother laying there, hands crossed on her chest, her facial features sharp, like like of a tin doll. Tin doll. Was those things a tin doll? Like a doll made of tin? Whatever. Ants running up and down the legs of chairs that held my grandmother's casket. I imagine those little creatures climbing up her. Oh my God. Climbing up her hands and pulling her eyelids with their tiny legs. Oh God. Then her wrinkly eyeballs will once again move inside their sockets, and she'll be able to see her grandchildren. Oh, dude, what the hell, man? I was I was chanting the spell. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. And now, lying under the blanket and listening to the squeaking and howls, I was repeating the same words. On the island of Bouillon, underneath the blemished sun, in a sea of color blue, sat a cabinet made of wood. They lie lard and ashen hair, of the spawns from devil's lair, to feast and always leave alone God's faithful servant named Anton. Evil leave this house must, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. As our sounds has disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. The sounds the sound scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something or someone was scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Oh, I hate it. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed some sturdy locks. I remember him staring at the forest intensely as if he was looking for someone. Ashes to ashes. Oh my God, dust to dust. I hugged my knees, placed my placed my chin between them, and drilled the door with my eyes. It was so it was so flimsy and weak before that might be my the sounds are freaking me out, and I can't read because I'm freaked out. It it was so flimsy and weak before it might have darkness, and then the doorknob twitched slightly. Then it turned halfway once, twice, as the person who tried to enter had no hands. Oh God. The doorknob tilted one more and then oh God. Started I hate it. I hate this so much. Started clicking violently. My jaw my jaw cramped from fear. My wet fingers clenched the blanket. Oh shit. The door cracked and opened. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now, you'll see. Now you'll see. Oh my God. The door was wide open. The darkness reached inside the crevasse, curvaceous mouth of the doorway.
Tony. Tony.
It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking in rusted hinges. It was rumbling. It was it was trembling. Sorry, by the webs of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for one who waved in it to come out of the gaping black hole.
Tony. Tony.
My abdomen tightened on my chest. My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. But before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me,
Tony. You asleep?
"Oh, fucking me! God damn it!" My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows. I almost screamed from relief. Aloe? Aloa? I forgot her fucking name already. Alia, I'm not sleeping. Did something happen? Alia frowned and stuck out her lower lip, a clear sign that she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoo her away, Tony. Please. I'm so scared. The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my stomach. I needed to calm Aloe down. Okay? It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you. Alia sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. But was I sure myself? I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch some videos. Sleeping Beauty, for example. You like that cartoon, don't you? Why does a Sleeping Beauty has a prince and I have a scary bird? That question took me by surprise. All right, we'll watch Cinderella. My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? Was studying me with his eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon. The darkness was clinging the window, and it could be fooled by Grandma's old. Okay. It couldn't be satisfied with the feast of lard long ashed hair. Tony, you coming? Yes, yes, just a moment. Oh my god! Ah! Oh! Stop the growling. Stop.